Hello and welcome back. Alright, so last time was a lot of really hard puzzles. And it was so hard, in fact, that I asked people, hey, what game would you rather watch me play? And I gave them a list, and eventually we came up with Super Mario Odyssey as the game to be played. And it's notable that this game actually has multiple save files. Although they're rather well hidden. I am playing with detached Joy-Con controllers. I am not going to bother putting on the straps, though.
Super Mario Odyssey!
They have updates since I last played it. It's been a while since I played. Alright, now, if you go down to Options, Data Management, Load, you can see how much I've played of this game. 520 power moves. There is a total of 880. I don't know where they all are, but I'm going to try and get them all on this file. In the skies above Peach's castle. This is the end for you. Time for my wedding with Peach. Jealous, Mario? It's interesting that we're starting the game with Mario losing against Bowser. Who are you? You're not one of them, are you? So sorry for running away like that. You startled me, and I do startle easily. I saw what happened earlier. You've been through quite the ringer. You've landed in the Cascade Kingdom. We've been under attack by the same monster that gave you such a trouncing. And to make matters worse, the fiend has kidnapped my little sister. I'd hoped to give chase to that monster in a ship of my own. Unfortunately, all of our airships were wrecked in the attack. Although, now that I think on it, I'm fairly certain there's a functioning ship in the next kingdom over. I could get us there if only I could reach the top of Top Hat Tower, which is being guarded by the monster's henchmen. You know, it seems we're after the same thing. Perhaps we should team up. Let's see if we can't help those two.
Oh, come on.
Ah, come on. Not your style? How about this? Cappy is now your companion. That ledge is awfully high. I know. Try throwing me. You captured a frog. No, Mario isn't a frog. You saw those rings up there, right? For the most part, everything you do will give you. I'm holding X here. Why? Oh yeah, all of these places actually have a guide, just like a tour guide for it. Cascade Kingdom, home of tradition, propriety, and hats. Bonneton, a land of haberdash dreams. Population middling, size smallish, locals bonneters, currency hat-shaped, industry hats and airships, temperature average 71 Fahrenheit. World's best hat stand. This architecture protrudes from the fog. This eye-catching tower is famous in Bonneton, both as a landmark itself and for the spectacular view from the brim. Visitors are allowed inside, but many creatures call the tower home, much to the surprise of first-timers. You might mistake them for giants' top hats, extremely mobile homes. In town, you will immediately notice the unique dwellings shaped like hats. These constructions double as both house and airship for the Bonneters, who take great pride in them. Some of the larger houseboats even have 2 stories. As private dwellings, you can't just stroll inside, but the natives don't mind people climbing on top of their homes. Perhaps being a top private property comes naturally to these hat-like people. Posts that stand out. These wooden posts are used as partitions or stoppers. If they get in your way, you can pound them down, but pulling them out is recommended. A spectacle of a bridge. The bridge that connects the central square and the hills is called Glass's Bridge. It's a long double-arched structure whose bottom is hidden in a sea of clouds. When you see it, you'll understand its affectionate nickname immediately. Many tourists enjoy the speedy thrill of rolling across the undulating structure. Be sure to give it a try. The distinctively double-arched bridge. Old-fashioned lighting. These unique lights only appear in Bonneton. Since the area gets so dark every time the moon goes behind the clouds, the lights are designed to be turned on with a simple turn of the lantern. The elegant design of these lamp posts draws many tourists. They're even lovelier when turned on, so do give each one a spin as you pass by. They also look a bit like hat stands. The Sometimes Bridge. The bridge connecting Central Square to Top Hat's tower is built to retract in an emergency. If this happens during your visit, don't panic. Just use the switch to restore the bridge. The bridge's waves go with the sea of fog. 3 keys to the kingdom. Appreciate the distinctive architectural style based on hat silhouettes. Enjoy the romantic glow of the moonlit, fog-shrouded streets. Chat with the kind and ever-courteous Bonneters. And you can see that this travel guide is sponsored by Crazy Cap. The boss warned me there'd be a fella with a mustache coming along. Guess we ought to introduce ourselves. We're the wedding planners for the happy couple. They call us the Brutals. We got that treasure we needed, so we ain't got no more business in these parts. Of course, roughing up goody two-shoes meddlers was in the contract, so I guess we still got a little work to do. Come on. There we go. I've played this before, but it has been years, so... What do you do with this? Well, we're still stuck in the arena. Most impressive. Now let's use this wire to make our way forward. Happy will give us hints if we seem to be stuck. And this is an excellent time for us to get stuck. I know exactly what to do. I've got an idea. Jump up and throw me on that thing. Super Mario Odyssey. Cascade Kingdom, Fossil Falls. Ouch. Our first power moon. Woo! Yeah, what a ride! And we made it to the Cascade Kingdom. Sorry, still a bit amped from capturing a power line. Must collect myself. There should be an old airship somewhere around here. Let's see if we can't find it. Alright, so, as for the way I'm playing through this game, Because now there's a lot of freedom in what I'm doing, okay? So, there are fast moons to get. There are story moons to get. There's a speedrun route, everything. What's going to happen is I'm not doing a speedrun. And I know that I can collect more than is required. There's like 8 power moons to get here, but I only need 5 in order to move forward. I'm going for story power moons first. If there's any extra, then I'll start going for moons that I know where they are. But there's going to be a revisit eventually, so I'm going to, so I'm not going to go out of my way for moons right now, because there's going to be a revisit. Pretty sure that there's... I thought there was a moon I could get here. Whatever. Come back to it eventually. Let's go. It's Waterfall Basin. Where you cap the bees and they turn into platforms. Barrel tip, homing cap throw. After throwing your cap, shake the trunk again to perform a homing cap throw. Your cap will fly toward the nearest target you can see. It's super handy when your aim is a little off. We can capture all sorts of things, and they can do different things. That's the chain chomp. Basically, all you can do is run it to the edge of its chain and then release for a massive projectile in the other direction. We got our first power moon. There's actually a wall around this thing, so you basically can't move forward without doing that. Not to say that speedrunners haven't found a way. Multi-moon atop the falls. That's the only other story moon, so I'm going to have to get something else on the way. Oh, we found a power moon. What a lucky break. This will come in handy to power the airship. Have you ever seen anything like that? Ah, there it is. This is what we were looking for. It's looking a bit more rough than I'd expected. Ah, no, it's just an older model. I'm certain it can still fly. Let's give it a shot, shall we? Just throw me on that globe there. Huh? Nothing's happening? That power moon must not have given the ship enough energy. I wonder if we can find more around here. Like I said, there's about 8 that I can get right now. I don't have to go out of my way for them, so I'm not going to. Since I'll be coming back eventually, we'll be doing the exploration later. What's this? You say you need to repair some silly old airship? Why, I could never part with any of my precious power moons. It sounds to me like someone wants to be a snack for my adorable chain chompykins. And here's our second boss fight in the game. Splendid! while she's throwing him out like that, we can't do anything about it. Ow. That's okay. Come on. That had to have hurt. Multi-moon atop the falls. We've done it! And now we've got a multi-moon. It's as strong as 3 power moons combined. It should get the ship moving in no time. Let's see if we can't make this work. Throw me on that globe. I'd make a counter at the bottom, but the ship has an accurate counter of the total number of moons, so... The Odyssey is restored. Hello, I'm Dragon Rider Luke. I'm a Christian streamer, and I'm always up for a friendly chat about my faith. I also think that it's important that people read or hear the Word of God frequently, so the next 5 minutes or so will be a chapter from the Bible. Deuteronomy 26. When you have entered the land the Lord your God is giving you as an inheritance, and have taken possession of it and settled in it, take some of the first fruits of all that you produce from the soil of the land the Lord your God is giving you, and put them in a basket. Then go to the place the Lord your God will choose as a dwelling for his name, and say to the priest in the office at the time, I declare today to the Lord your God that I have come to the land the Lord swore to our ancestors to give us. The priest shall take the basket from your hands and set it down in front of the altar of the Lord your God. Then you shall declare before the Lord your God, my father was a wandering Aramean, and he went down into Egypt with a few people, and lived there, and became a great nation, powerful and numerous. But the Egyptians mistreated us and made us suffer, subjecting us to harsh labor. Then we cried out to the Lord, the God of our ancestors, and the Lord heard our voice and saw our misery, toil, and oppression. So the Lord brought us out of Egypt with a mighty hand and an outstretched arm, with great terror and with signs and wonders. He brought us to this place and gave us this land, a land flowing with milk and honey. Now I bring the first fruits of the soil that you, Lord, have given me. Place the basket before the Lord your God, and bow down before him. Then you and the Levites and the foreigners residing among you shall rejoice in all the good things the Lord your God has given to you and your household. When you have finished setting aside a tenth of all your produce in the 3rd year, the year of the tithe, you shall give it to the Levite, the foreigner, the fatherless, and the widow, so that they may eat in your towns and be satisfied. Then say to the Lord your God, I have removed from my house the sacred portion, and have given it to the Levite, the foreigner, the fatherless, and the widow, according to all you have commanded. I have not turned aside from your commands, nor have I forgotten any of them. I have not eaten any of the sacred portion while I was in mourning, nor have I removed any of it while I was unclean, nor have I offered any of it to the dead. I have obeyed the Lord my God. I have done everything you commanded me. Look down from heaven, your holy dwelling place, and bless your people Israel and the land you have given us as you promised on oath to our ancestors, a land flowing with milk and honey. The Lord your God commands you this day to follow these decrees and laws. Carefully observe them with all your heart and with all your soul. You have declared this day that the Lord your God is your God, and that you will walk in obedience to him, and that you will keep his decrees, commands, and laws, that you will listen to him. And the Lord has declared this day that you are his people, his treasured possession, as he promised, and that you are to keep all his commands. He has declared that he will set you in praise, fame, and honor, high above all the nations he has made, and that you will be a people holy to the Lord your God, as he promised. May God bless the reading of his word. We have enough fuel to reach the Sand Kingdom. Let's go save those two. Why don't you take the helm? Just select Sand Kingdom and press A, and we'll be off. We started with the Cap Kingdom. Then we have the Cascade Kingdom. Now the Sand Kingdom. Just collapse the side of the cliff. Ooh. That's cool. The gears at the bottom. The captain's hat. So, how do you like me as a captain's hat? Pretty classy, wouldn't you say? Now then, where were we? That monster's name is Bowser? Well, we'll chase him down in no time in the Odyssey. We should discuss the Sand Kingdom, too. As you've no doubt pieced together, it is entirely covered in sand. And as you can imagine, it gets quite hot. There are some ruins there, and an artifact called the Binding Band that links people forever, like a wedding ring. And this Bowser seems like just the sort of creep that would steal a priceless antiquity for his sham wedding. Sand Kingdom, Toast Arena. Atop the highest tower. Huzzah! I declare the maiden voyage of the Odyssey a complete success. Why is it so cold? I thought deserts were supposed to be hot. Huh? Top of that tower is shiny, but how could that be? Could it be a power moon? Sand Kingdom, home of red sands and lively locals. Toast Arena, gateway to the stark beauty of the desert. Population middling, size expansive, locals Toast-Arenans and Moais. Currency, pyramid-shaped, industry, tourism and precious stones. Temperature, average 104 degrees Fahrenheit. The bright colors of Toast Arena. Toast-Arenan Tourism, a small town that serves as the hub for tourists planning to visit the inverted pyramid. The colorful buildings and cheerful people provide a warm welcome for visitors. They're happy to provide direction, so don't hesitate to say hello. The ruins greet you with an impressive gate. Mysterious ancient ruins. Head north from town and you'll be greeted by ancient ruins that dot the expansive desert. Though many have become conflict regions patrolled by bullet bills, their status as important heritage sites is undeniable. Your eye will be drawn to the large stone tower at the heart of the ruins. Due to extensive hollowing underground, quicksand has become prevalent in this area, so watch out. The Moais love their shades. They'll run if chased, but they're proud people who have long inhabited these ruins. Please be polite. Inverted Pyramid. The true can't miss of this region. The inverted pyramid may look unstable, but rest assured it never topples and it has thrilled tourists for years. It is said that a legendary artifact called the Binding Band lies within, and the upside-down pyramid symbolizes how those joined by it will never part, even if the world turns upside down. Like a precious gem itself. Jaxi! Let's have a look at the curious local transport method known as the Jaxi. Just hop on the back of one, and as you might guess from their appearance, you'll be in for a wild but completely reliable ride. Make good use of them, and you'll be exploring this unforgiving desert in comfort and style. Payment required in advance. Living Heart of the Desert. Here's a spot to moisten your dried and withered heart, with greenery and water to make you forget you're in the desert. The fish and birds are plentiful and well worth a visit. So beautiful you'll think you're at a resort. 3 keys to the kingdom. Enjoy the small but lively desert village and its charming inhabitants. Wonder at the inverted pyramid and its upside-down magic. Watch for the gem iconography carved in relief on the ruins. I really didn't have to go out of my way for all those moons, but... Osteria Ruins, Round Tower, and... atop the highest tower. Moon shards in the sand. Moon shards in the sand. I now have enough moons to move on, but I do want to do all of the story moons. So let's go. Showdown on the inverted pyramid. So there you go.
Too slow because I do nothing. Yeah. Sweet.
Looking for the binding band chumps? Too bad! The boss has it now. And you guys ain't invited to the wedding. There we go, that's how you do that. Oh, come on. There we go. Hey, a multi-moon. Showdown on the inverted pyramid. The hole in the desert. I'm gonna keep going until it stops giving me these prompts. Let's put it that way. That brutal slowed us down a bit, but we're still racking up power moons. How on? The inverted pyramid is floating? And it's gotten so much colder. This more of that Bowser's doing? I say, he does make trouble, doesn't he? Where Ring go? You take Ring? Ouch! I made it land on ice. That'll teach you. Nice! Ow. Hole in the desert. Phew, it's so hot now, but I do suppose that's what we were trying to accomplish. If we keep up this pace, we'll catch that Bowser in no time. Do we have enough power moons to reach the next kingdom? If you want to check, put me on the globe. "36. The Odyssey has powered up. Uh-oh, we've hit a proverbial fork in the road. Which kingdom do you think Bowser went to? It doesn't matter which one I pick. Let's go to Lake. The Lake Kingdom. A splendid idea. The answer is you'll go to both eventually. You're just asking which one is first. He kidnapped Tiara, and now with his binding band, he's got a wedding ring. Is he going to steal a whole wedding? There it is. Next, let's read up on the Lake Kingdom. It says they're known for their fashion, and oh, there's a famous wedding gown there called the Loch Lady dress. Or Loch Lady. I think it's Loch Lady. Lake Kingdom, Lake Allemande. Brutals over the lake. The Brutals, they're here too! Lake Kingdom, land of beauty and clear waters. Lake Allemande, the town both in and on the lake. Population middling, size limited, locals loch ladies. Currency, scale-shaped, industry, clothing and design, temperature, average 79 Fahrenheit. The Domed Water Plaza. Lake Allemande, the land of fashion. The underwater water plaza is protected by a glass dome, but don't worry, there's air inside to breathe. When you look up at the lake from within the plaza, you can see Dory swimming amid the stunning scenery. Window shopping. Considering the most luxurious garment this kingdom has to offer, the Loch Lady dress is displayed in the show window of the water plaza. Of all the garments created by the Loch Ladies, only the very best and most beautiful is selected for this great honor. It's a national treasure. It's said that wearing this dress brings a terminal happiness, so naturally every bride yearns for it. Sadly, this lovely one-of-a-kind item is not for sale. The lovely Loch Ladies. Loch Ladies are exceedingly flexible, but they also possess a deep strength. Many have become accomplished designers, and this balance may be their secret. Zippers of Mystery. Fitting a kingdom famous for all its fashion, you can find zipper art all over the place here. Zippers can be securely fastened as well as opened and closed freely, so perhaps they have a deeper meaning. That said, this particular zipper is more than decoration. It actually works, so stop by and give it a try. You just want to yank it, don't you? Dory the Aquatic Buddy. This gentle creature spends its days swimming gracefully in Lake Allemande. If you're confident in your abilities, swimming alongside it might make for some wonderful memories. Although able to live in any aquatic environment, some have heard Dory complain that the lake is too small. Keep an eye out for Dory-themed souvenirs, which tourists just love. Fresh or saltwater, Dories swim anywhere. Soaked in history. Once a spot for designers to relax and even dye cloth, this soaking pool has a rich history. Since most activity centers around the lake town, this is now a well-known fishing hole. There's even a deep end. 3 keys to the kingdom. Visit the water plaza, especially if you enjoy breathing air. Swim with the local dory for an unforgettable experience. Admire the gown that qualifies as a national treasure. Yes. You're too late. We already got the Lock Lady dress. And it even matches the boss's tuxedo. So no way we're giving it back. If we land on top of him, then we can stop this early, but looks like that didn't happen. Nice job, me. Brutals over the lake. I'm worried about those two. Let's get after them. Yeah, well, it's end of time. Let's, Thank you for chasing away the monster's minions, kind traveler. Wonder where our Loch Lady dress is. I hope whoever wears it looks good enough to in it to justify our heartache. Thank goodness the stairs are fixed. No more going the long way around. Also, this is what I was trying to do earlier. There's this hint art. It lets you know where a moon is hidden, but I don't know where that is. Whatever the case. Because I tried doing it earlier. Whatever the case. On the lakeshore. Okay. At any rate, that's gonna be it for today. So when we come back next time... then we are continuing onward to the Forest Kingdom. So, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time.